very much for joining us. This is yet another segment in this series on DFK Helper. Again, I'm here with our DFK Helper Super Guru, Mr. Keraket. We're going to talk about duels, but before we do, here's a brief message from our sponsor.
Do you love DFK but are maybe tired of grinding away? Do you wish you could just automate all of your tasks and get on to the fun stuff? If so, then DFK Helper may be the perfect tool for you. With DFK Helper, you can automate routine tasks, free up your time, and focus on the things you love about the game. DFK Helper is a powerful automation tool that can help automate a wide range of tasks, including dueling, questing, selling heroes, raffling and claiming those raffles, leveling up, bridging, stamp potting, and topping up deck gaps. It's easy to use and it can save you a lot of time and effort. If you're serious about DefiKingdoms, then DFK Helper is a must-have. Sign up for DFK Helper using the referral link below.
So let's have a conversation on some of the different features DFK Helper can do. And I think what I want to do is maybe walk through all of them and sort of get your input, see what you're doing, and maybe you can provide some tips and insights as to how to maximize each of these features. I know I'm not making use of DFK Helper to its full potential. I've had those conversations before, but I will say that every time I end up talking to anyone, whether it be in the team, from the team or just anyone who uses DFK Helper, I end up making just a tad bit more use of their features. So let's go ahead and start with Auto Duels. Talk to me about auto dueling. How do you make use of Auto Duels, and any tips for us, DFK, either newbies or seasoned DFK Helper users?
Sure. So Auto Duels is a big profit maker for me because I don't have to worry about making my number of duels per day with my best heroes. It just does it for me. And the nice thing about DFK Helper is it also checks what kind of bonuses are currently available for which classes. So you may configure it to just duel when you hit those bonuses as well. And you can either configure your duels to run with certain heroes, with certain hero IDs. You can define the stat and the background manually, or you can choose to use the AI feature, which basically has it has a system in place where it sort of has your heroes with the best stats and the best stat growth. It's kind of a match between the two, lined up, and it will use those, and it will also you can set a number, let's say your best 20 heroes, and it will try to mix them in the most profitable way. So you have matching backgrounds, you have the heroes with bonuses, and as mentioned, basically the best heroes.
Yeah, and to that I'll add that for me, I don't suspect you've done any. Do you ever manually do duels on your own, or do you just let DFK Helper sort of run it for you?
Occasionally I do solo duels just because my hero doesn't hit the bonuses, but he's a level 20 Dread Knight, so sometimes I just do the duel still because the winning rate is still high. But other than that, I don't. I do dueling with all those 5 wallets, and obviously not all of them perform great, but they are still profitable, and they make it up to a certain point, and then they get me a few stand pots, golden eggs, and whatever, and I'm very happy with that because those accounts, they kind of grow organically themselves, so I don't have to feed them like with my main account or something. they just grow and grow, and at some point I look at their crystal or jewel balance, and it's growing. It's very nice to see, and Duels is making a great part of that.
Oh, and what I'll add to that is I was able to see sort of the juxtaposition between operating, dueling with the help of DFKH and not dueling with DFKH last season for about maybe three-fourths to a half to three-fourths of last DFK duels I was doing manually, and I'll tell you what, things changed up for me when I started auto dueling using DFK Helper. Um, I was making use of their AI feature, and to my surprise, the AI was better at dueling for me than I was at at dueling myself. Um,
That's awesome.
and yeah, well, and unlike you, I don't have these level 20 dread knights. I have some nice heroes. But I think the highest level I have mine at is maybe 12, 13, 14, right? um and even with that, this season I've managed to get my uh on duels for both or for solo, squad, and war. I am at legendary 2 so far. I'm really trying to, hoping I can hit that mythic 1 sort of reward. It's those coveted greater stones, at least within war, that I'm reaching for. Whether or not I get there, we'll see.